Currently, it's an exaggerated security system for a home, and there's multiple ways for this home to be secured by a bunch of sensors and lasers, and that will trigger the alarm. Currently, the alarm is currently activated via keypad, and there's a variety of sensors used in this house. So we're going to talk about some of the features in this house.
The purpose of our project is to model on a smaller scale the possibilities that you have with Arduino in implementing useful home applications, for a really small budget, show that home security can be attainable for a really small price. 4 Arduino setup, each one with an individual task. This Arduino right here, for example, is the Arduino that catches all of the signals from all the other Arduinos, and it activates an alarm. Then this Arduino right here, this Arduino is responsible for handling the lasers that we have set up around the house. We use lasers and photoresistors in order to create a tripwire, a web of tripwires. And we decided to use mirrors in order to be able to make a more complicated, safety device. For example, if you look at this lasers in the dark, you can see that you can create a web out of a single laser. So regardless of where you trip it, it still sets up the alarm, it's a lower cost application. Instead of getting multiple lasers, you can use a single laser.
So if any part of the light gets violated where it doesn't reach the photoresistor at the very end, it'll cause the alarm to go off. So right now we have a beam going across here. So if my finger would have touched this beam, that would cause the alarm to go off.
So we got kind of creative and we implemented motion sensors in the rooms. So these upside down beam, we hung motion sensors, and as soon as you see like any sort of motion, it also triggers the alarm.
This is a turret in the back. This is technically the backyard of the house. And it's moving at about maybe 180 degrees, maybe a little bit less. And the whole time it's checking to see, it's using an ultrasonic sensor, and it's detecting any objects within its range. The way it works is it's sending a sound wave, it sends sound waves, and it measures how long it takes for that sound wave to come back. And depending on the time that it takes to come back, that sound wave, it knows if something's in front of it or not. The other cool thing is, this is an actual webcam that we used in our project, and it moves around the house depending on what trigger and what zone was violated. So we actually have a live feed of this camera right here. Depending on what zone was triggered, this camera will actually move depending on the zone of violation. This thing is pointing here, so we're going to move it here. So the camera will actually move to that area. It's smart enough to know what area is being triggered. So you can see that from a better view here. So it's very similar to what a real security system would simulate. So that's pretty neat. It's very responsive too, it's pretty fast. This security system's also utilizes an application through Bluetooth. This Arduino right here is actually using a Bluetooth module right here, and it communicates with this app here that gives us basic features such as turning the security on and off.
I also like to show the functionality of the application in action. So let's say that we trip room C right now.
Alarm laser room C, and we're going to turn it off now via the application. And now has been deactivated by the cell phone.
I like to show the functionality when you trip the different sensors. For example, let me show you the motion sensor for room B. As you can see, the alarm picked up that it was actually the motion sensor that got busted.
And it has been deactivated through the cell phone.
Yeah. Then the next thing I would like to show you is the motion sensor. As you can see, the alarm also picked up that it was actually like the backyard, for example, that got tripped.
So the alarm radar outside is actually this guy back here that's checking the backyard. So this big camera that we have moving around detected that was the area of violation, so it moves to that area.
That's room A right there.
So it'll show room A here, currently being lasered.
Okay, so room C, same thing, room C. The interesting part is that the camera is responsive and it shows you exactly where the location was.
So it's a very responsive alarm system. We could move here, trip the lasers here, and it's Thanks for watching.